Hey, y'all, welcome back. Happy Valentine's Day, in love day, heart day, whatever, Galentine's Day, whatever you want to say. Thank you for coming back for another episode of Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. And hey, ladies, we are the Black Coffee, our lips drip with honey, and sometimes we got a little bit of grit. We've got sass, class, and all that ass, y'all. And tonight, hopefully, some of that will be hanging out because it's Valentine's. Because it's Valentine's Day. Anyway, I'm Dr. Jamesia, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. I'm also your intermittent fasting and mindset coach, YouTube influencer, speaker, author, all the things. And I am so blessed to be a part of these lovely ladies in Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. I'm going to pass it on over to you, Maisha. The mic is yours.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maisha, but stay tuned for next Friday where there will be more to add to that name. Carmel, on to you.
You hear me okay?
It's a little choppy, but we can hear you.
Okay, cool. I am Carmel, Coach Carmel. Working with folks who have come to realize that they have a sugar or food addiction, and we dive into a whole food plant-based lifestyle in order to combat that condition and whatever chronic conditions that come along with that. And I'm also happy to be part of this group, Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. So welcome, everybody. Let's have a chat on whatever we're talking about on Valentine's Day. I'm wearing pink. That wasn't intentional. It's just
I'm wearing a little
I'm wearing heart earrings. See?
Oh, there
I
you
got
go.
the spirit.
I'm wearing a little red. Anyway. Anyway, y'all. So Valentine's Day. All right. So I think really of the three of us,
just tell us what you're doing.
Okay.
We're gonna just enjoy it through you.
Well, okay, so we're going to Richmond. We're going to Richmond, and we're just gonna stop. We're gonna shop at the outlets or just look around. We might not see anything. Then tonight we're gonna go to dinner, and tomorrow we're gonna catch a movie and hook up with my daughter and her husband, maybe, depending on how Boo Bear is feeling. And then Sunday, we're going to just, take a leisure breakfast or brunch and head on back. That's really all I have. However, I want to throw something in there because I've got to do something because my sweetie was like, he planned all this stuff, right? And I didn't plan anything. So I have to come up with something while we're there because, it's both of us. We're in this together, but I didn't plan anything. So I'm kind of on the naughty step a little bit. So I'm going to do something while we're there. We'll figure it out. Maybe a little massage, or we'll go get our feet and nails done or something like that. But I'm going to do something so I can get off the naughty step. Anyway.
Yeah. That's so sweet. I was just kind of like thinking, what could you do?
I know. What could I do?
Plan a picnic or something, but it's cold out. But I'm sure there's something someplace you could go indoors and just kind of like enjoy each other's company in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at this. I know friends who just come with ideas and tip them from the top of their heads, but I'm sure you'll come up with something. If I think of something during the day, I'll text you.
Okay, cool. Great.
Yeah, I was gonna say massage too, mani-pedi.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some other really great techniques that can be folded into other activities to make Valentine's Day even more exciting.
Like what? Now don't do nothing too crazy now. Like what?
Yeah, like peppermint in the mouth, or ice chips if your teeth aren't too sensitive. Blindfolds, tasting, playing with food and sensations.
Okay, some once a year stuff, some wifey stuff. I'm not quite to that level yet.
When you said once a year, I was like, oh, is that what's happening? But yes, there are lots of things to do.
So when you say massage, Dr. J, do you mean like you give him a massage, he gives you a massage, or you guys? But if you gave him a massage, I don't know.
No, I think I want to go somewhere because I want to get a massage too.
Oh, you could do a massage.
I could do a massage.
No, no, no.
I heard what you said.
I'm saying that's a thing.
That's a thing.
It's a
That's a
thing.
thing, Carmel. I didn't know.
I,
Okay.
it's the thing that I've done, but I don't know if it's a thing. I'm not.
You don't like my music. Is that a thing? Because I know you're a man. What would you like done for Valentine's Day? What is your wife doing for you? Or you don't get into it? Or you do something for her all the time? She does something for you all the time?
Ah.
What did he say?
Head massages can be relaxing. Are so relaxing. Yes.
Oh, yes, they are. That is a good one. Like, oh wait.
No, head.
Y'all, sometimes I'm a little bit, I'm a little green. Oh, okay. Okay. I got it. Okay. Who said that? Did you don't like my music? Said that?
Yeah.
He did.
On my end.
Oh,
okay.
he could have meant scalp. Sure.
Okay, for sure.
Race is like, sure.
Okay, so let's talk about this day. So I know that I observe this day. I do something on this day. I get into it. You guys basically, what do you guys feel about today? I know we're supposed to do something all the time, and I'm with that. I am very good at that. That's easy for me. But I do kind of ramp it up on the day. So what are y'all's thoughts about?
I feel like I've never ramped it up on the day because of the commercialism of it. And, yeah, but I always too. I've never ramped it up because I'm always thinking, oh, he might have some idea about Valentine's Day that's like, oh no, I don't do that day. And I've always kind of like not allowed myself to kind of like accept all the chocolates and the
Really?
flowers and things like. Yeah. And
Y'all.
and yep, when I was younger, I'm saying when I was younger, but as an
Okay.
adult, I frequently find myself without a dude this time of year anyway, right? And so I like the acknowledgement. I even when I'm not seeing anybody and flowers comes to the office, maybe because a client appreciates me, or maybe because a boy toy appreciates me, and flowers come, I'll eat it all up. Like I love it. I love the acknowledgement. I love it. But I have not really been all about Valentine's Day. And if I am with someone, it's kind of like, hey babe, what are we doing? I find myself like I've tried to do things on Valentine's Day, and it's just kind of like it just doesn't live up to what everybody built it up to be. Like we go out to dinner, but dinner that night is so the restaurants are so packed that they're just trying to get you through. Let's just get them their dinner and out so that we can fill the seat up with somebody else. And that's never a good feeling. And
Mm-hmm.
and so and then you go home and it's just kind of like, okay, and nothing else is planned because the dude maybe didn't think extra. I've had a guy tell me straight out, we'll see each other on Sunday, and you know what, Valentine's Day is too late anyway, and left me feeling like, well, you didn't ask me what I wanted to do, type thing. But so I have all these mixed feelings about Valentine's Day. I take it or leave it and keep it moving.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm going to go into Chat GPT while you about to talk, Maisha.
Now I'm interested to hear what she's about to ask. It's kind of a similar esque to Carmel. I mean, so when I was younger, the boyfriend I had when I was younger, I like Valentine's Day, right? 18, 19, 20, 21 is like, wanted somebody. When I was married, we did nothing, but we did nothing for any occasion, birthdays, anniversaries, the holidays. We did nothing anyway. And so I'm not like, I used to be like anti-Valentine's Day. Like I just thought it was a dumb holiday. Now I don't care.
But why were you anti-Valentine's Day?
For the commercialism, because I knew that they jacked up the prices. Yeah. Men felt under pressure. Like all of a sudden they had to do something. Women were dogging out men, comparing what they got instead of actually looking at their relationship. Like it became this marker for people. Like, you didn't do this for me. She got such and such. And I felt for men with that, like too much pressure on them to produce for this day. But here's where I am with it now. I don't need to celebrate Valentine's Day. And I don't ever want to get to the place where that's the only time that I would be celebrating love with someone. So if we're celebrating it in different ways throughout the year, then that's fine. I don't mind us also celebrating it during this time. If for some reason we're just kind of cruising along and all of a sudden Valentine's Day is big stuff, I don't want it, because now it's performative. So
Right.
don't get me flowers because it's Valentine's Day, but I don't get flowers except for, Mother's Day, my birthday, and Valentine's Day. Send me flowers because you're thinking about me on a random day. So now if I were to do Valentine's Day, I would want to rent a hotel room. I'm with Carmel. I don't want to go to the restaurants. It's too crowded. I can't do what I want to do, And if we did go to the restaurant, it would be on some voyeur exhibitionist business. People would not like us. Okay. But other than that, I would want to go to a hotel room and just be locked away for a weekend. Room service, just be with each other, naked, sweaty, watching movies, laughing, connecting, maybe going for walks every now and again. But I would want us to just cocoon for that weekend if I were to do Valentine's Day now. To anybody who's watching who might be.
who might.
Now you know.
So it says here, Valentine's Day can be great depending on who you're with. Also, how you approach it. On one hand, it's a beautiful opportunity to celebrate love, whether that's romantic love, friendship, or self-love. On the other hand, it can feel overly commercialized. For some, like you just said, it brings pressure or even loneliness. And you don't like my music mentioned that in school or in elementary school, some kids were left out, and it just kind of puts I guess kind of a stain on how it's approached or how you feel about it if you're in a relationship and they don't bring you flowers or candy or whatever.
Yeah. And I think people should talk about it. Have conversations. What I just said to you all is something I'd say to someone I'm seeing. I want to know, how do you feel about Valentine's Day? Do you celebrate it? What do you do? What don't you do? And I'm going to say, well, this is what I would like. Are you on board with that? Because if you're not, then you're probably just not my person's, for me to hang out with. But I'm going to have a conversation because I don't want to be blindsided by constant deliveries of flowers, because some people do that. Mm-hmm. And now you got 12 bouquets of roses. I don't want all that.
Mm-hmm. I would love that. Carmel, wouldn't you love that?
That was me one year. He sent so many bouquets of.
I would love
loved it.
Okay. I thought you were going to say you hated it. That would have shocked me.
I was like, I wanted everybody to come to the office. All my clients come to the office and see what I got.
Yes.
I loved it. I did.
I figured. I was like, I know me and Carmel love that.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So it also says, to your point, Maisha, it says, I think the best way to approach it is to make it meaningful in your own way. If you're in a relationship, it's a chance to be intentional about showing appreciation. If you're single, it can be a great excuse for self-care or spending time with friends and family. It doesn't have to be about grand gestures. Sometimes the small, thoughtful moments mean the most. And that, hey, listen, if you guys are listening to this, that is the truth.
Yes.
With most women, I'll say with most women of substance, and I'm not trying to blast anybody, it really is the thoughtful little things that we look for. We like the grand stuff. We do like it. For the most part, it's not necessary. Mm-hmm. We like it. We do like it. We love it. I think when you're kind of new with it and you're committed to it and you're being intentional, some of those big things are good, right? But it is the thoughtful, mindful little things. So,
because it means you were listening. Yeah. Grand gestures is anybody could do that. Everybody does that. But the little things, you were listening to me. Mm-hmm. You were paying attention to the words that I said, and it meant so much that it stayed in your brain, or you put a note on your phone. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But you took notice of it and brought it out at such a time, right? Which means I was on your mind. You thought about me. I love that.
I love that. And do we want to read what you don't like my music said? It's a Hallmark holiday for sure, but love shouldn't be. It should be celebrated more. 100%, 100%. And Maisha, to your point where he was listening, it's also in him being vulnerable enough to say, I want to spend time with you too. I remember something that happened on New Year's Eve that I wasn't expecting. My guy's like, let's leave work early and just go home. And so we ended up home and we just spent, and just like what you were saying, Maisha, we just spent time together, clothes off, running around. Let's make some popcorn. Let's do this. Let's go in the bedroom. Let's go watch a movie, naked the whole time. And it was just lovely. It was just lovely because he snuck out of work. I snuck out of work and we're just home.
I love that. I love that.
Beautiful. And that's something I would definitely do on a Valentine's Day. It's like, babe, let's just be together and just cuddle.
So you don't like my music said, hotels, let somebody else clean up. And he also said, I like that he said, cook a delicious meal together.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
With someone.
And then he's being funny. I mean, he killed the moment, but I'm about to put it up here anyway. He kind of killed the moment, but he said,
what you say?
Don't cook anything greasy naked. Oh, that might be fun. Oh wait,
no, because you get popped with the hot.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because I was thinking about it when he said it, and I was like, yeah, because the food not gonna be, it's not gonna be done in a time because of no. So no greasy stuff. Just bake it.
Yeah.
Give yourself time. Now I love this, and one of the things I think, and we were talking about this before we got on, one of the things that I think messes the day up for some people is the fact that women don't say what they want for Valentine's Day. Like we leave it to a man to figure out. Like we've been given that message, like you just be quiet, he's supposed to know. They don't know. Like there's no manual, and they're not sitting around with some bunch of dudes going, so what am I supposed to do? None of them have a clue. And so I think desire is so important, because when we express what it is that we desire, now he knows what to do. And I think somewhere in our mind, we think, well, if I tell him I've put in the work. No, you haven't. If you tell him, now he's clear on how to fulfill that desire for you, right? And I was thinking about that because last night I was listening to, shout out to Tora. I was listening to one of Tora's podcasts, and she does the whole dating thing. And it was 3 qualities for women who attract men who want to care for them emotionally and financially. And I listened to the podcast, and I sent a message to this guy that I've been spending some time with. And I told him, I said, the next time I see you, I told him what I desired, and I told him something else I desired. And his response was, what was his response? I forgot. I think it said, yes, it's already done, or something like that. And I was just like, absolutely. He said, yes, consider it done. Okay. And so now we're clear. and that's that. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I love that.
I think we can all say that we've gotten that type of reaction when we say, this is what I want. And I remember going home, and like the intention was making love. And I was like, this is the music that needs to be on when this is happening. I got there, the music was playing. I was like, oh. It was like, say less. It's kind of like, tell me what you, and when we tell people what we want, and it's genuine and authentic, and they want to please us, just like what you said, people who want to take care of us, not just financially, but emotionally. It's a gift. It's a gift, and they really appreciate it. And if it's like, if that's what's gonna make you happy, it's done. Yeah, it's the little things.
I love it.
Never underestimate how oblivious and dumb guys are. We need to be told.
Yeah, we got a lot going on as women. They can't keep up. We're over here, and then while they're looking over here, we done moved over this way, and it just takes them a minute. Ladies, it's early enough in the day. It's barely 1 o'clock. Okay, so if you're watching this before nightfall or the weekend, tell the dude what it is that you would like, that you would desire, that you would like to see happen. Give him a shot. Don't just wait and then be disappointed because you didn't get the thing you've been hinting about.
Right.
Honestly, that really does ruin it for the both of you, right? You know, and I used to be that girl where I was just like waiting for them to mess up, like waiting, like what? That is miserable. Really, it's miserable. So just be grown up about it, right? I mean, I'm at the point where I don't really want anything too much, I don't really, what I get, it's all good,
I wasn't waiting for them to mess up, but I was definitely waiting for them to, I was definitely always waiting for them to figure out, like, it's like, it was like, they'll just know.
But what if they didn't figure out you pissed off?
Well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to seem like I want too much. I don't want to seem like I'm asking, for too much. So I'm just gonna drop hints, but I don't want to say. Oh my God. Terrible.
I drop hints, silliness. I feel like just come right out and say, or just hope that he plans something nice. And then one guy, when he was just kind of like, Valentine's Day is just a little bit, commercialized anyway. So let's just hang out on Sunday. And I'm like, no, I agree. And deep down, I really wanted something, but it was just, and mind you, that guy, he ended up sending flowers, but it was tainted with his little, let's just hang out Sunday. Yeah. It was completely tainted, and it just didn't mean as much.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, finish.
Oh, I was just gonna go back to telling guys like what we want, because never mind them being oblivious and needing to be told what to do, but I feel like there's just so much pressure on a man to ask a woman out. Where am I gonna take her? Gotta go pick her up. Where does she live? Do I step out of the car? Do I just text her from the car? There's just a lot of pressure on the guys. Alleviate some of that pressure. Don't surprise me with a restaurant. Let me tell you where I want to go to because I like this restaurant, or I've never tried it before. Somebody told me about it. Let's go there. Like, at least give them something to work with so that all of the pressure is not on them. I don't think that part is fair, because if they get a little bit of it wrong, it ruins the entire night, and it's not their fault. They're human beings, and they're probably more nervous about the whole situation than you are.
Yes. And now the thought just flew out of my head because I was reminiscing over something else that I was remembering while you were talking about that. So hopefully it'll come back to me.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully it'll come back to me. From what you said before, when I said go ahead, I don't remember. I'll come back to it.
So you don't like my music said, if you expect the least, you will always be pleasantly surprised. Okay, I guess so, but I'm not expecting the least. I'm gonna tell you that. I mean, not the least, but yes.
I used to.
But I absolutely appreciate. I mean, I appreciate, right? I appreciate whatever, but I don't expect, the least. So, but anyway.
Yeah. No, I absolutely used to expect the least. I did not expect that I was going to get more than some, like the base, like my thinking was quite twisted when it came to that. So any little thing I was very appreciative of, but I had no standard. Right? I had no requirement. I had no bar. Like this is what needs to happen here, right? Yeah, it's very sad, but it's very different now. There's a bar.
Yeah, sometimes we just have to go through that, right? And it's part of what society tells us too.
Yeah. That there's no bar. It's interesting because I forgot to tell you also. Hey everybody! So Sunday I did go out with that's what it was, hanging out, because you mentioned that. I was watching a reel from this woman that I know, and she said, she's talking about guys who get friend zoned and they feel butthurt by the fact that they get friend zoned, but they friend zone themselves. For instance, by saying, hey, let's hang out. She's like, I'm not hanging out with you, right? If I'm hanging out, we're friends, right? I hang out with my girlfriends. I hang out with my guy friends. Are we hanging out or is this a date? Right? That's very different. And I would always be like, I'm just hanging out with this guy. I'm hanging out with that guy. You know, I mean that you know, because I felt like it stayed so low key. But then I'd be like, but I'd like to do more. But I'm like, no, now I'm like, I'm not hanging out with anyone. I don't use those phrases at all anymore unless you are actually a dude who's my friend. If there's anything more than that, no, we're not hanging out. And it's little things like that, right? Because it's like, we're not 16 anymore. We're very grown and our time is really precious, right? So what are we actually doing? Because if we're hanging out, well, that determines how I step out of the house. Like I'm just throwing on whatever if we're hanging out, right? Now, if we're going on a date, it's gonna be a different approach, right? So we're not hanging out anymore.
I agree. Some of the words that we use are impactful. The hanging out or give me I feel like in the beginning of a relationship, especially when people are afraid to kind of be vulnerable enough to say, are you gonna call me or calling it that, like, if you want, we can talk. Just say what you want. Then sooner than later if that is your person.
Right.
I know I sent out blatant messages once when this guy asked me out and I was not interested. But me, I couldn't be honest and say no, just no. And I was like, yeah, we can hang out. And he picked up on it immediately and he still took me out. And I was just kind of like, we're hanging out because we know each other, like he wants to try this dating thing. And he clearly saw that that's not what I wasn't coming from that. I wasn't coming from that direction. So
I hear some feedback. I don't know what that feedback is. Can you guys hear me?
I thought you were typing.
No, I thought somebody was typing.
I wonder if it's
okay.
Oh, it might be me in my earrings.
Oh, your earrings clackety.
That's all right. But anyway, yes, so that's my thought.
I've done that too. If not, I don't know. It sounds like somebody having a good time chewing or typing in the background.
It was
better
Carmel.
now.
Yeah.
So it's Carmel with the feedback.
But you know what, Carmel? I've been having a little trouble hearing you today.
She's on a different device.
Oh, a different device.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a different device on. I said, let me try this.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You don't like my music. Do you guys like to be friends with a guy first, or is the friend zone forever? Oh.
It depends on the guy. It depends on if you develop feelings, and a friend zone is not always forever. Sometimes it's kind of like friends first, lovers, back to friends, back to lovers.
There's got to be some friendship involved in there somewhere. I mean, we got to be friends on some kind of,
other, right? Yeah.
Level. Yeah, I mean, in order for me to hang out with you, we've got to be friends on some level. But some people are friend zoned forever. That's just, there's nothing there.
Yeah. You got to have chemistry for sure. You got to have chemistry. You can have chemistry as friends. Like we like to hang out as friends, but the love, desire, all that chemistry is not there. So, there has to be,
a balance of the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But we absolutely love y'all and we love hanging out with y'all. And we want to wish y'all a very happy Valentine's Day or whatever you're going to do today. And we appreciate you guys tuning in to us. I don't have any more. Do you guys have any more you want to talk about for today?
I don't. I enjoy yourself, with yourself, by yourself, for yourself, or with someone else is all I'm saying. And if you are alone today, it's okay.
It really is.
Yeah. It really is.
I'm alone today.
But you can love on yourself. You can take yourself out. You can self-dine. You can self-date. Honestly, I was self-dating for a minute. But yes.
Oh, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go out to eat tonight.
Yeah, somewhere. Oh, get yourself a steak. This girl loves a good steak.
I have been talking about a good steak. Oh my gosh.
A good steak. That will,
and
you'll
get
that sends
seated
her
anywhere.
into emotions, huh?
It does.
I said you'll be seated anywhere because you're just one, right? They won't have to worry
look, thanks. we're trying to end it happening. You'll be seated anywhere. It's just you. But yes, I might do that tonight. It's been a minute since I've gone out to eat somewhere.
All right. So I want to put this up here before we go. You don't like my music says, thank you. I love this show. I'm so happy.
Thanks for being here. We'll be here again next week.
Yeah, we are now here Fridays at 12:30. So take your lunch and come join us.
Absolutely. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Happy
Valentine's
Day.
Bye.